Welcome to Jackets TV, presented by Ohio Health. I'm Jeff Rimer, along with the president of hockey operations of the Columbus Blue Jackets, John Davidson. First and foremost, the development camp is over. Pretty impressive young men that have been drafted by the Blue Jackets here over the last few years.
We were excited about a number of things, Jeff. One would be the actual talent themselves of the players we had on the ice. We got first rounders, second rounders. We got kids from the mid rounders. They're all in good shape. We've got depth all over the place now. It's an exciting time. And it wasn't just players coming into Columbus and putting them on the ice. It was almost 5 days of education. Things like cooking classes. A lot of these kids are single. When they turn pro, they've got to be able to eat properly. So you go through the nutrition aspect of things. We had people come in and talk about conditioning. We had people come in and talk to them about financial planning. These kids are professionals, are going to be professionals. So that means they're going to make some dollars as they move along. And you have to learn and understand things. Do you lease a car or do you buy a car? You know, things along those lines. So we try to educate these young guys with all of those things and many more things. Power skating, as opposed to just getting on the ice and playing hockey. Learn how to skate properly. Learn how to improve that part of your game. And then you do a study on the players' bodies. And when you do that, you find out weaknesses. And then you can talk to the kids with the exit meetings on what you have to do to improve on the weaknesses of your body, to get yourself stronger. You start adding this stuff up into a 5-day time frame, it's a lot of stuff. But it's educational. It's, I think, helping the youngsters become better pros as they move along, which means they can maximize on what they want to do with their careers.
All right. Of those young players, and obviously last year with 3 first-round draft picks, impressive players. We could start with certainly the highest of the 3, Wenberg. Your thoughts on Wenberg, Dano? Obviously, Reichel came in, and boy, he was impressive here over the course of the week as well.
I've seen a lot of commitment by these players. Not all of them. A good number of them have stayed around the Columbus area and worked out with our strength and conditioning people. And boy, you see a difference. You take a youngster like Dano, who was a first rounder 2 drafts ago. He played over in Russia in the KHL, but didn't play a lot. He's a young player, and I understand that. But when you don't play a lot and they don't practice a lot, you've got to work on different things with your body. Well, he's come over here and he has taken a body that that needed help and needed to be worked on, and he put the time in, and now he's a different player. And you could see that's the start of the base of what his body's going to be about as he tries to become a real good NHL hockey player down the line. You take a player like Wenberg, who comes in, a first rounder, comes in from Sweden. He's a mature young man. But when you really watch him play in the drills and on the little bit of scrimmages and things like that, that skill level is really special. I mean, there's something there that's very, very special. And you see the want that these young players have of wanting to be Columbus Blue Jacket NHL hockey players. It's really special. You've got a big kid like Hetherington, a defenseman, and he's big, but he's in great shape. This guy has worked on his body to be able to give himself a good chance to become a player. You've got a young guy like Bjorkstrand who has a lot of stuff going for him, this kid. He needs to learn how to put weight on to get stronger physically, and how to, some kids' bodies won't put weight on, or it's very difficult. So he talks to our staff and they figure out some kind of a plan for him to get bigger, to get stronger. And so this is what it's all about. I mean, we can talk about the first rounders. We can also talk about the 4 goalies. We can also talk about the kids that are drafted 5th, 6th, 7th rounds who wanted as much and sometimes more than the first rounders. And they're going to find a way to do it. And for us to be able to bring them into Columbus, provide the education on the ice and off the ice, we also have an opportunity to study the player, to study how they interact with teammates, how they interact with the public.
Right.
We took them over to the Ronald McDonald House. Bill Zito, one of the assistant general managers, set it up. And it's a place where there's some kids that are up against it. Their families are there. And our guys went in there and they spent a number of hours interacting with the youngsters and had the time of their lives. The kids had a great time, but our players had even a better time. And this is education of when you're going to be a Columbus Blue Jacket, your mandate is to be the best player you possibly can be, because it's good for you and it's good for us. But you're also going to do something on behalf of you and the organization in the community. And the kids, to a man, did a great job in going over and interacting with these kids.
A couple more questions with regards to the development camp in conjunction, obviously, with the draft here a couple of weeks ago in Philadelphia. Milano, first round pick. Collins, a monster of a man, and a young man at that with your second pick. Your thoughts of their first camp as Blue Jackets?
It was great. It was great. Milano's a passionate, skilled man who just wants to be a hockey player. And to see his ability to handle the puck, make plays, was awesome. Collins did miss the first day because of university mandates that he had to deal with, but you can see the size that he has. He's got these big, long legs, skates very, very well. He's into it. You can see some future there. We've got kids that have been, Josh Anderson, a big kid who's been drafted in the past, who's a north-south player, plays big, plays hard, played in London for the Hunter brothers. And you see all these kids here. They're from different parts of the world, different skill levels, but you need first liners, you need second liners, you need third liners, you need fourth liners, you need power play guys, you need penalty killers, you need guys that are going to be tough and hit people, you need guys that have finesse, you need guys that have a great deal of speed, you need defensemen who can get the puck through in the power play, you need defensemen that can kill penalties. So to see these 25, 26 young players out there, and you see what their strengths are, and you wonder, can he be the best penalty killer in the league? Can he be the best power play guy in the league? Can he be the most feared up and down guy who's going to nail people and be physical? Is this guy here going to be one of the best skaters in the league? When he gets the puck, the defensemen on the other team are going to back off. These are the things you look at and look for, and it's a blast to watch this stuff.